Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It is Triple Play Negative AE, and welcome back to another episode of When They Cry. Last we left off, we had just learned about the curse and kind of got information about what we know and what we don't know. And this is an alternate universe, and I don't know what's going on, so I guess we're gonna continue and find out. I think this is where shit's gonna get serious because Mion really did not like me learning about the curse, so I imagine things might get a little hairy here. That's not a good sign. Rena was ecstatically waving her arms at me, already brimming with energy. What do you mean, good morning? It's already evening. I grabbed Rena's head and rubbed it with my hand. She squirmed, reveling in the motion like a cat. Okay. So it's evening right now. Slight muscle pain throughout my body and my sluggish movements were already obvious. I grinned dryly, and the three of us break out into laughter. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. Right, I just remembered. Today was Rika-chan's big performance. She'd been practicing especially hard for this day. As her friend, I needed to make sure I went and cheered her on. As we got closer to the shrine, we started passing by more people and seeing a lot of parked cars. It began to get noisier too. I thought I could hear something like a Bond dance song. Without being able to restrain my impatience, I dashed up the entire flight of stone stairs. Well, the shrine grounds, they were packed with people. It was a festival if I ever saw one. Yeah, there were a lot of villagers that I didn't really know. Must have all been pouring in just for today. Toko too seems somehow energetic. Of course, I'm the same way. I see, Rika-chan is the shrine maiden for today's festival after all. It's probably a pain for her to say hello to all the elders. Rika-chan wore an immaculate shrine maiden outfit that looked fresh off the shelves. It was perfect for her somehow mystical appearance.
どう？
Is that foreshadowing?
丈とか長すぎない？
Whenever they mention anything magic or freaking demons, I always think it's foreshadowing because I know that they're demons.
バッチャからもしも袖がかかるようならって安全ピンを預かってきてるんだけど。
大丈夫なのです。実に快適なのですよ。
As she spoke, she began to do some twists and stretches.
いいね、いいよね、これかいいよね。
That was almost like some Doki Doki shit. It fucking it like appeared, then disappeared, changed to the last image, and then reappeared again. Freaking Doki Doki was like a whole new level of horror visual novels. There was approximately one person here getting a nosebleed from watching Rika-chan move.
ケイチ君はかいいと思わないかな。思わないならメダルになっちゃうからお持ち帰り。
すごくかわいいと思うぞ。かなり活かす。不敬のふりをして写真を撮りまくりたいくらいだ。2点から撮影して立体視できるようにすれば、立体の生リカちゃんが自宅でいつでも食べもとい。
いいねいいねいいね。
Rena's eyes and mine glittered with stars as our nose bled and we drooled.
リカ、あいつらに近寄ると大変ですわよ。地下室とかに閉じ込められるかもしれないのです。
その割にはリカちゃん楽しそうだけど。
ミーがひどいことを言うのですよ。
We all laughed together again.
じゃ、もたもたしないで祭り用もあるかね。リカちゃんの出番までそう時間がないでしょ。
そうだな。よっしゃ、行こうぜみんな。
よー、園崎のお嬢ちゃんじゃねえの。
Okay, so this timeline, I have no contact with Oishi-san. Is this game gonna be like... Nah, I'm gonna throw out a guess of what everything's gonna okay. Is this game gonna be like the same timeline every time, but every time it's a different scenario? Because the first scenario, I had no idea who Shion was, but I had met Officer Uishi, and he's kind of pulled me aside. But in this universe, I just didn't do that, so I don't know.
食ってきな。豚肉たっぷりの焼きそばだぜよ。今年はイカリングまで入ってるボリューム派よ。
へい親父。今年の焼きそばもなかなか力作じゃないの。イカまで入れるとは今年は奮発してるね。
へえ、美味しいね美味しいね。
ああ、イカってのは食ってもうまいが、それ以上に匂いが香ばしいんだよな。軟弱になりがちな歯ごたえも実に見事に補ってる。イカと豚肉のボリューム感は実に素晴らしい。
What the fuck?
悪くない出来だ。
Keiichi's like a food expert.
ケイちゃんって何気に料理番組の司会とかに向いてるね。
Dude, me and Mian are thinking the same thing.
ケイチ君が美味しそうに食べてるとなんだかいつもよりもずっと美味しそうに感じるもん。
俺はうまいものはうまいっていう主義なんだよ。だから俺がうまいっていうものはとりあえず試してみる価値があると思うぞ。
ではケイチ、この焼きそばの評価を改めてどうぞなのですよ。
一言で言うとだ。うまい。胃袋がもう一つあるんなら迷わずもう一つ買ってるな。
What the hell? Having heard my 3-star rating, a whole line of people suddenly formed in front of the yakisoba stand.
お、すごいよ。ケイちゃんがあんまりにも美味しそうに言うもんだから集客効果バッチリだわ。やるね。
It was nothing to brag about, but I still decide to stick out my chest and put on airs.
あら、そうなんですの。では私も挑戦してみましたよ。おじさんおじさん、たこ焼き一つくださいますこと。
Satoko brought a stick of takoyaki balls of fried octopus from the adjacent stand, and after blowing on it, put one of them into her mouth.
どうかな、さとこちゃん。美味しい評価が出るならレナも買うよ。
さあ、料理評論家の北条聡子審査員のご感想をどうぞ。
Though she was all for it a moment ago, Satoko hesitated to give her thoughts. Hey now, what's the matter? Everyone else takes one of their own and puts it into their mouth.
あれれ、レナのは外れだね。
I got gypped.
僕のも外れです。タコさんが入ってないのです。
This takoyaki vendor. Could this be some sort of summer festival only octopus free takoyaki stand? An evil takoyaki stand that skimped on the octopus because they figured it would make them good money today.
あ、私のには入ってたわ。うん。タコが入ってる分には十分うまいよ。
このタコなしたこ焼きをどう美味しそうに解説すればいいんですの？
Everyone wondered about that. Our quizzical looks seemed to be drawing equally dubious stares from the people in line.
こんなのはどうかな。たこ焼きなのにタコが入ってないからとってもヘル。タコの嫌いな人でも食べられる美味しいたこ焼き。
After hearing that, several surprised guests left the line. They had the exact opposite effect.
じゃあ次は私が挑戦するよ。タコが入ってない分だけ素材の味が程よく。タコが入ってない分だけ素材の味が程よく。
It wasn't half bad, but after hearing the "there's no octopus in it" clause, even more people left the line.
リカちゃんは何かいいコメントはあるか？率直でいいぞ。
これで400円は高いです。
That explosion. 400 yen is too much for this. Why are we trying to say things to rescue this stand? F this stand vendor. Even more customers leave the line, dealing a lethal blow. Good. Drive this man away. There were other takoyaki stands around after all. Exactly.
いやー、なんかその、私らとんでもないことをしてるよ。ほら、サトコ、あんたが始めたことなんだから、ビシッとここで逆転させなさいよ。
無理でございますわ。たこ焼きなんてどう褒めればいいんですの？
How do you expect me to lavish praise upon takoyaki without any octopus in it? Ah, you idiot. Totoko's angry outburst was the finishing blow.
お客さんみんないなくな。あれれ、おじさん睨んでる。なんでだろう、なんでだろう。はあ。
There's no saving this crowd. What? Why? Why would you lend him a generous hand? What?
圭一ならきっとなんとかできますですよ。タコなしたこ焼き屋さんを助けてあげてほしいのです。
Why?
笑顔でトゲのあることを言うな。まあ分かった。俺がプロの技を見せてやるからよく見てろよ。
I'm so confused as to why you would want to help this man who's frickin' jipping you on frickin' octopus. I shoved the stick into an octopus-less takoyaki and crammed it in my mouth. As before, there wasn't any octopus in it. But Mion's had some in it. That was the important point.
このたこ焼き屋の親父さんは本当の意味でたこ焼きが好きなんだ。いや、愛してると言っていい。
What the fuck is this? I don't understand. Including the takoyaki vendor glaring.
あの親父さんは本当にたこ焼きが大好きなんだ。大好きだからこそいい加減なたこ焼きを作りたくないんだ。そうだね、親父さん。
He's not even on board. Those watching were listening intently, wanting to know why an octopus-less takoyaki deserves such a high rating.
でも圭一さん、そんなにたこ焼きが大好きならどうしてタコなしたこ焼きなんか作りますの？たこ焼きに対する裏切りではございませんの？
そうだな、ある意味裏切りだ。
This is like freaking.
これは親父さんにとっての
This is
最
like
大限の妥協点なんだ。
this is like a Naruto battle in like the Naruto anime. They would like
親父さんは今日だって本当のたこ焼きを作ってるよ。
someone would be losing, and then the person that was losing would give this huge monologue about why they actually have won,
でも
and then turn
そ
the
れはこ
battle
の中の
around.
ほんの一つか二つでしかない。
まあそうだね。
That's what this reminds me of.
私の食べた一つにはタコは入ってたし、タコが入ってる分にはそんなに悪い味じゃなかったよ。
そう、それが本物のたこ焼きだ。それ以外のたこ焼きは8個入ってなきゃたこ焼きじゃないという一般人の先入観への最大限の妥協なんだ。
ケイチ君の言う意味がわからないよ。どうして本物は一つで他は偽物なのかな
その秘密はタコにあるんだ。親父さん、このタコ本物の明石のタコだね。近年明石のタコの水揚げは激減してとても高騰しているんだ。たこ焼きなんかにとても使えないようなとても高い値段になってしまってるんだ。
And who had been looking down this into the mouth.
そうよ。明石のタコはすごく高いんだよ。
でも親父さんは明石のタコにこだわったんだ。安物のいい加減なタコを使えばいくらでもごまかせるのに、明石のじゃないのに明石という上りを立てて販売してるインチキたこ焼き屋はいくらでもあるのに親父さんはごまかさなかった。嘘をつかなかった。
This is totally a Naruto monologue.
この一点だけを堅くなに譲らなかったんだ。親父さんはたこ焼きを愛してた。だから嘘をつけなかった。でもどうしても一点だけ強いられる妥協点があったんだ。
それは何ですの？
数さ。たこ焼きってのは一船8個がポピュラーだ。いくら本物の明石のタコだからって言って400円で1個だけってわけにはいかない。でも8個にしなくては買ってもらえない。だから親父さんは涙を飲んだ。本物のたこ焼きを一つ作るために残り7個に嘘をつくしかなかったんだ。
The octopus-free takoyaki vendor bursts into tears. I gently clap one of his shoulders.
みんなが何と言おうと俺はあんたの純粋さを忘れない。あんたこそは本物のたこ焼き屋なんだ。あんただけがたこ焼き屋を名乗っていいんだ。
Jesus Christ. As I embraced the shoulders of this man, shedding his manly tears, those watching delivered a round of applause, moved by my
さあみん
speech.
な、この本物のたこ焼き屋のたこ焼きをこんな純粋な男を大事にしなくてどうして本当のたこ焼き道が守れようか。みんなが食わないなら俺が食うぞ。
What the hell? What happens if you actually have to eat them all?
見てた人たちがみんな並ぶよ。ケイチ君、やったやった。
たこ焼きが美味しそうに感じたってより、ケイちゃんの味演説が面白かったからだろうね。ケイちゃんってガマの油売りとかやったらかなりウケるかもしれない。
You would go over well at the entrance of Akibara Station. Rika, I've never heard of this Akibara. Where is it? Absolutely stunned at my successful pitch, the guy manning the stall next to this one called out to me.
おいおい兄ちゃんたち、うちのあんず飴も頼むよ。
That's stupid. Get out of here.
要領はつかめただろう。今度はレナが行け。
よーし、頑張るよ。はあんず飴が冷えててとっても美味しいんだよ。水飴の上にね、ちょこってあんずが乗ってるの。はあ、かわいいね。お持ち帰り。はあ。
Looks like she lost herself in this midway through. But a girl giving it such natural praises was itself bringing in some customers. A line was quickly forming behind Rena.
今度はお好み焼き屋だ。サトコ行け。
焼きそばに揚げ玉入りでカリカリなのがとっても美味しいでございますわね。
What the F is going on? Why are we now
大
advertisers
き
for
なペ
these
ーパー
stands?
が丸ごと敷いてあってかじるとほらピローンって出てきてはっはっは
I better be freaking. We better be getting paid.
おう、うまいうまい。それなら俺も食ってみたくなる。
Then a huge line formed at my words. What on earth is this? Basically, all these onlookers are just following us around to all the stands.
みんなのを聞いてから食べるといつもよりずっと美味しく感じるからなのですよ。
That's it. Even Rika-chan was gorging herself on the food, getting sauce on the bib she put on to prevent her shrine maiden outfit from getting dirty.
よーし、おじさんも盛り上がってきたよ。よし、ケイちゃん、私はどれだ？
よっしゃ、ミオはさらにその隣の露店へ行け。ミオンの底力を見せてみろ。
あれ？でもケイチくん、お隣のお店は
A goldfish scooping stand? What is that? Bit out of our element.
いや、部活の部長たるもの、相手が何であれ逃げられないね。やってみるよ。
ミオンさんのお手並み拝見でございますわ。
Okay, so this is where she fails.
いらっしゃい。はいよ。アミットワン。
よし、行くぞ。金魚はみんな生きがいいね。実に美味しそう。この小さいのなんかそのままボリボリと生でいけちゃうよね。
Wonderful.
ミオンさんは何を言ってるんでございますの？みーちゃん、食べてたの？去年レナからもらったのも食べちゃったの？
違う。私そんなこと言ってない。
いや
Okay.
でも今ミオン、お前自分で言ったぞ。
Hmm.
実に美味しそうだって。
One's face and ran she shook it, vehemently in denial.
ええ、確かに言いました。お姉って雑食ですから口に入れば何でも食べちゃうんです。
Okay. So this appearance of Shion right after that moment, well, because I was thinking, we're gonna continue.
美味しいなら今度僕も試してみるのです。ダメだよリカちゃん、お腹壊しちゃうよ。
Shion, how long have you been there? Been here.
はーい、ケイちゃんにお姉にみんなこんばんは。
Why does Mion always do that?
あんたどこから湧いてきたのしよ。焼きそば屋さんの時からずっとです。お姉たちは騒がしいからすぐに見つけられました。もうあんたは関係ないでしょ。早くどっかへ消えなさいよ。もうお姉もあまり私を邪険にしなね。ケイちゃん、私が一緒でもいいですよね。
Yes. I am definitely okay with Shion being here.
鼻血出てるよ。
ところてんを押したらニューって出てくるだろ。あれと同じだ。これは抗いようのない現象なんだよ。
へえ、そうなんですか。じゃあ力を入れたらもっと出てくるかな。ぎゅ
Alright, now they're just trying to make her. It's a little less effective when they're trying to make her best girl, you know?
シオン、あんたこら何やってんの。
不潔ですわ。見損ないましたよ。面白いのです。僕もやってみるのです。
What? Rika-chan clasped my other arm too. Rub. A plentiful plump feeling on my left shoulder and the sour sensation of a young, unripe fruit on my right. What is happening? Shion, Rika-chan, and I, our faces now bruised, fell to the ground, limp sprawled.
よくやったレナ。
みんな不潔なんだよ。レナに殴られたのです。痛いのですよ。リカは自業自得でしたよ。
Now that Shion was here, the energy around us had increased by 120%.
お姉の友達は実に愉快です。退屈しないな。ああ、そう。あんたさえいなくなればもっと愉快なんだけどね。
I don't know.
もっと一緒にいたいけど、あんまりケイちゃんを誘惑すると本当にお姉に噛みつかれちゃいそうです。だから私、一時退却しますね。また来ます。
I like her.
じゃあね、お姉。二度と来るな。塩負けしよう。
Someone get the salt. After teasing her older sister so much, Shion ran away into the crowd of people and disappeared.
なんだか珍しいミオンさんを見た気がしますわ。しーちゃんが一緒だとみーちゃんなんだかかわいいね。
Rena smiled happily, earning her a whack on the head from Mion.
アホなこと言ってんじゃないよ。次行くよ、次。
We went about just like that, really noisily and lively to the other stands. We were paying money towards the beginning, but midway through, the guys running the shops thought we were just too funny and ended up being able to fool around without paying much more. Free shit? Vigorous sound of a big taiko drum echoed through the air.
リカ、そろそろ時間みたいでございましたよ。あ、いよいよなんだね。
Right, it's just about time for Rika-chan to appear in the offertory office.
ちょっとドキドキしてるのです。
My heart is beating. Isn't that like my heart is thumping? I'm a little nervous works too, I guess. Believe in
リ
yourself.
カちゃんが流してきた汗は絶対に無駄になんかならないから。
Mion slapped hard on Rika-chan's back.
そうですわ。リカはきっとやり遂げますわ。頑張るのですよ。その息だよ。
I ball my hand into a fist and raise it into the air.
応援してるぞリカちゃん。ファイトオンだぜ。
Stupid. Rika-chan gave the best smile I'd ever seen, then pivoted on her heel and ran off.
じゃあ私たちも行こうよ。
そうだな。応援してやろうぜ。
ダメですのよ。演舞中は静かにしていないといけませんでございますわよ。
Not a jeez. I rubbed a hand through her hair. She was worried about her good friend up until the end.
なら急いで行かないといい場所がなくなっちゃうよ。行こう。
Shion ran off and everyone else followed a moment later. A large amount of people had already clustered into the tight space to watch the edifying dance. So,
こりゃすごい人出だな。
in both universes, Satoko's parents and brother are dead, right? So Satoko's like a lone child living somehow by herself. I turned around to look at everyone else, but nobody was there. Where did everyone go? They probably got lost amongst all those people. Finally, I spotted the back of Mion's head on the other side of the crowd. Definitely doesn't look like I can get over there. Well, we got separated. No big deal. We can just meet back up when Rika-chan's dance is over. I gave up on finding the others and wandered around, trying to look for a place where I'd be able to see better. It didn't take long for me to realize I'd have to settle for watching between the heads of people in front of me, though. Once again, an even louder taiko drum resounded. This one was to announce the beginning of the dance. I couldn't see very well, but it seemed like Rika-chan had come on stage with the elders, who were in priestly garb. I heard low exhalations of admiration and the seniors rubbing their prayer beads in gratitude. Everyone's heads were in the way and I couldn't see. It was really frustrating. We should have cut playtime short and come here to get good spots earlier. After Rika-chan intoned the prayer, she took the festival hoe and walked to the pile of quilts stacked on the altar. That's right. The point of the ceremony was to purify bedding and to hold a memorial service, wasn't it? Then the solemn offertory dance began. She had practiced using a mochi pounding mallet. That awkwardly shaped festival hoe that Rika-chan held seemed really heavy. Back and forth, up and down. It was doubtlessly difficult to lift in the air, but she sweated and waved, raised and dropped it again and again. She couldn't just deal with it and do it grudgingly. As the shrine maiden, she needed to retain the dignity and solemnity of present at this festival. There must be a ton of pressure on Rika-chan's shoulders right now. Damn, why am I cheering her on from a place I can barely see her? I'm a French, or I should be right up in the best spot rooting for her.
ケイちゃん、こっちこっち。
Oh, this is not good news. Someone tugged lightly on the back of my shirt collar. It was Shion. She beckoned me outside the crowded ring of people. She had a mischievous grin on her face. Alright, this is where Shion gets us into some trouble, I'm pretty sure. And I took it as her saying she knew a good place nobody else knew of.
Shion? なんだなんだ?
黙ってついてきてくださいね。
Okay. She told me so, and she ran in a big detour around the throng. Man, it's great to have someone who knows the lay of the land at times like this. Impressed though I was, I nearly lost sight of her right away. No more getting separated from me. I ran after her so I wouldn't be left behind. Yeah, this is where I leave the ceremony. Ren is like, why did you leave the ceremony? And then the whole shit happens again. I wondered in anticipation what kind of secret spot Shion had in mind. We left the crowd of people and went around the back of the shrine grounds.
おいおい、どこ行くんだよ。これじゃどんどん離れちゃってるぞ。
黙ってついてくればわかりますから。
What? Shion gave me a wink that reminded me of Mion as she said that. No sign of people, and not much moonlight. It was dark. We gotten pretty far away from the crowd of people on the shrine grounds. How are we supposed to see Rika-chan's dance from here?
そっか、どこか高いところがあるんだな。屋根の上とか、そういうところから見下ろそうって言うんだろう。
はい？なんで屋根に登んなくちゃいけないんです？
だってそうじゃなかったら、どうやってリカちゃんの演舞を見るんだよ。
リカちゃまの演舞なんか見たかったんですか
She's trying to tear me apart from my friends?
ひょっとしてストライクゾーン、ものすごく低くありません
なんだか話が微妙に噛み合わないぞ。お前は俺をリカちゃんの演舞がよく見える場所に案内してくれるんじゃないのか？
はい。誰もそんな約束してませんよ。
Okay, then what are you showing me? Why do I always have to misunderstand Shion? Is it my fault? Am I just reading the wrong things into it?
じゃあ、お前は俺をなんでこんなところに呼び出したんだよ。
With an expression that indicated she wasn't fooling around, Shion pressed her index finger to my lips and said slowly and quietly, Wait, it says slowly and quietly, this place is a dark, dead, empty spot. You can't see it from the festival grounds. And now, a male and female of the same age are all alone together. She wanna like do it? She like a succubus or something? Cause that would be out of left field. I would have no idea. She's not planning something.
あれを見てください。ほら。
So 2 figures, 1 male, 1 female.
なんだありゃ。まさか。
密会の縄現場に決まってるじゃないですか。ほらほら、よく見てください。あれ、誰だかわかります？
Peered intently into the dark at Mia's suggestion. Two of them were clearly breathing quietly and glancing around to make sure nobody knew they were there as they crouched before the entrance to a wooden storehouse-like building.
まさかシオン、これを見せたくて俺を呼んだのか？
ケイちゃん、リカちゃまの演舞は毎年見られるけど、こういうのは二度とお目にかかれませんよ。
What are you talking about? I thought the Sonozaki sisters each had their own personalities, but at times like this, they seemed all too similar.
俺は帰るぞ。二度とこんなのに呼ぶなよな。
今動いたらバレちゃいますって。
Oh shit. What's happening?
あらあら、どなたかしら？
We held our breaths and tried to wait it. See, this is all your fault, Keiichi. I would have just stayed with Shion because she was freaking cute. Takano-san was now acutely aware of her presence. Shion and I exchanged glances, then gave up and climbed out from behind the bush.
どうもこんばんは。お月様の綺麗ないい夜ですね。あらあら、シオンちゃんに前原くんじゃない。こんばんは。月の綺麗な夜ね。
おやおや、圭一君も隅に置けないね。こんなところで二人っきりかい？だとしたら僕たちとんでもないお邪魔をしちゃったかな。
You're the ones meeting up secretly. I wonder why did Shion bring me here? Tomitaki-san and Takano-san laughed to themselves, and it got on my nerves for some reason.
ってことは、富武さんたちは密会してたってわけじゃないみたいですね。
それはもちろん違うよ。そういうロマンスも嫌いじゃないけどね。
So, Shion brought me here to see these two.
残念だけど、あなたたちが覗き見したくなるような面白い場面じゃないのよ。期待に添えなくて
What the
申し訳ないわ
crap?
ね。そうじゃなかったら何してるんですか？富武さん、今扉の南京錠をいじってませんでした？
Huh? After she said that, I looked at the two of them again, and I definitely saw it. They were hunched in front of a warehouse door, fiddling with a pretty heavy-looking padlock.
バレちゃしょうがないな。僕たちが倉庫破りをしてたなんて内緒だよ。
内緒って、それ泥棒ってことですか？
Okay. I demanded unthinkingly just because of how absently Tomitaki-san was grinning.
いやーね、泥棒ってのは物を盗む人たちのことでしょ。別に私たちは物を持ち出そうとしているわけじゃないのよ。へえ。じゃあ何のために鍵開けなんかしてるんですか？ここ開かずの西宮殿ですよ。古出家とほんの一握りの人間しか入ることが許されないっていう。
Hidden storehouse. Dude, Rena totally knows that I'm right here. Rena is totally aware that I'm away from the thing. And so is Mion. Everybody's aware that I'm gone from the festival. I took a few steps back and looked on the entire warehouse. Certainly looked like one built removed from any signs of people, almost as if in secret. It was filthy, revealing how little it was ever opened. And it was built to be durable, giving it a strange, overpowering impression. Now that I looked at it more closely, it was certainly different than normal warehouses.
ここはね、西宮殿といってね、西宮をしまっている倉庫なの。いえ、西宮を祀っている神殿と、リカちゃんが奉納演舞で使っている祭事用のクワも、もちろん古出家の人間以外は不浄を持ち込むから立ち入り禁止の不可侵領域、聖域なの。
Okay, so this is where we die. Shouldn't we absolutely not be coming to a place like this then? However, Takano was wearing a childlike expression, an innocent smile at best, and a terribly cruel grin at worst.
私、ひなみ沢の昔語りや伝承を趣味で研究してる。私の知的興味のさまざまな答えがこの中に詰まってるの。
この中に入れるチャンスを今日までずっと待ってたんだから。
Chance. Everybody's eyes were fixed on the dance at the shrine grounds today. This was the ultimate blind spot. Not when Rena's around.
富武さんに鍵開けの技術があるなんて知りません。
あ、よしてくれよ。僕だっていやいややってるんだよ。
付き合わせてしまってごめんなさいね。でも二郎さんのおかげよ。感謝してるわ。
やれやれ。でも高野さん、こういうのはこれっきりにしてくれよ。
I wonder if they did this last time and that's why they were killed.
こういうところに黙って入り込むのはやっぱり気が引けるよ。
やっぱり二郎さんはいい人ね。
Mitaki-san undid the padlock and placed it to the side.
開いたよ。
ありがとう。いよいよね。
This is when like me and Shion should like skedaddle, you know? And that, well, I mean, we're already in trouble. So you know what? At this point, fuck it. Like, it doesn't matter. With an unusually excited air about her, she gave... And, like, I'm not going to be able to hide this from anybody, you know? Like, as soon as I get back, freaking Rena's going to read my mind, know that I wasn't at the thing, and then also know that these two are behind the thing, you know? They claim curses didn't exist, but in this situation, they could believe in them. We weren't in such a holy place with our shoes on. It feels like we could be punished somehow.
どう？あなたたちも共犯なんだし、せっかくだから一緒に見学しない？ひなみ沢の皮脂を埋める貴重な文化遺産の見
Sounds
物
like a
館。
terrible idea, actually. I'll be waiting outside.
今日だけの限定会館。
別に俺たち共犯ってわけじゃ。
面白いと思いません？ねえ、覗いてみましょうよ。
As long as Best Girl is with me, I feel like I can do anything. Shion said, predictably linking her arm with mine. Aw.
でもこれは絶対いけないことだよ。
See, I want to do cute couple shit like that. That sounds fun, but we shouldn't be doing
神
this.
聖な倉庫なんだろ？西宮殿って言ったっけ？ますます勝手に入っちゃまずいよ。
私は一応その崎の人間ですから、この中にあるものはおおよそ想像がついてます。でもそれはケイちゃんにも見てもらいたいものです。
Why is, like, Shion so cool?
俺に見てもらいたいもの？
Like, there's gotta be something to her, right? Like, she's not just a human. I thought it was just a ploy, but Shion's eyes looked entirely serious. Either that or she's just, like, the coolest character in all the games. Of course, she was the sort who could lie with a straight face. Of course, I was an average boy, too. My curiosity was at least twice that of a normal person. Sleeping, forbidden treasures, never to leave this warehouse. Chances like this don't come around too often. If I had to choose, then I wanted to see. Until the locked door is open, though, I don't know about this.
面白くないって思ったら、ケイちゃんはすぐに出ればいいです。きっと興味を惹かれると思いますけどね。
No. No. I have to stay with Shion. I cannot leave Shion's side now. Tomitaki-san, after listening to our discussion, himself having sat down on the stairs to take a short rest.
僕がここで見張っててあげるから一緒に見てきてごらん。僕はあまり趣味じゃない。圭一君みたいな若い男の子には結構面白いかもしれないよ。
Said, laughing mischievously. There was no ill will in his laughter.
富武さんはこの中に何があるのか知ってるんですか？
まあね、高野さんにたっぷり聞かされてるからね。
相方の特殊な趣味に付き合わされる殿方も大変ですね。
Only responding with a pained smile. Takano-san had this kind of scary air about her, like she'd drop absolutely everything for something she had an interest in and go straight for it, but Tomitaki-san, on the other hand, seemed like the gold standard of what a normal person should be. Having him tell me so frankly to go check it out suddenly made me the guilt feel lighter.
じゃあちょっとだけな。面白くなかったらすぐ出るぞ。
You got it. Shion gave another Mion-like wink.
決まったみたいね。じゃあ行きましょう。二郎さん、留守番をお願いね。
What the crap is going on? The inside was pitch black, but Takano-san turned on the battery-powered lantern she brought, revealing a pretty cramped front room.
真っ暗だ。みんな転ばないように気をつけるんだよ。
Aren't you
ご
supposed to
心
be
配ありがとう。
freaking watching the outside?
じゃあ門番をよろしくね。ここ閉めるわよ。
Jesus, don't shut the door. Takano-san smiled spitefully as if leaving Tomitaki-san out of something fun and began to close the door.
やれやれ。じゃあみんなゆっくり楽しんでおいで。
What the It was a low, heavy, and loud noise, and we were completely cut off from the outside world and covered in silent darkness. Okay, this is a terrible idea. Takano-san's lantern was the only light
大
we
丈
had.
夫よ。予備電池も入ってる。消えたりなんかしないわよ。
Looks like Takano-san noticed my uneasy expression. I couldn't help but blush a little and avert my gaze. Deeper inside, there was a heavy and old but sturdy door with solemn decorations on it. It was the last door sealing away what was
た
within.
だの倉庫なのに前室があるなんて変わってるでしょ。
Strange how it has an antechamber even though it's just a warehouse, isn't it?
一度に1枚ずつ扉を出入りさせることによって西宮殿の中が外に見えないようにする工夫だと考えられるわね。
Letting the scene from the time. Kana-san explained this, awfully impressed by the construction. Still, it's really dark in here. Huh? That over there, I spotted a circuit breaker hanging from a clump of wiring clumsily attached to a wall.
これ明かりのブレーカーか何かじゃないですか？
What the Why would you flick that on? That could be anything. That could be the alarm to freaking let everybody know. Everybody scrunched their faces at the sudden strobe-like brightness.
ダメです。
いてててて。
ダメです、ケイちゃん。私たちここに忍び込んでるんですよ。明かりなんかつけたらバレちゃうかもしれないじゃないですか。
I'm scolded by Shion fairly harshly. It looked like she was worried about whether someone had seen them from the momentary light.
大丈夫よ。本当に一瞬だし。
Takano-san remained a relaxed adult. It seemed like she was confident she could talk her way out of it if someone did see
さ
us.
あ入りまし。よいしょっと。
The even heavier door opened, and this time it wasn't just the dust that came there out with the air, there was also a nasty smell. One smell was like opening a dust-filled cupboard in the back of a kitchen that hadn't been opened in years. The other smell. So there's like dead bodies. I'm gonna guess dead bodies. How the sound echoed, this room felt far larger than the first. Kana-san held up her lantern and revealed the contents of the expansive room. Dead bodies. The Buddha-like holy object standing there looking down at us. I was taken aback by its unseen force, lit up by the slender beam of the lantern.
あれがひなみ沢の守り神。お社様よ。
Oh!
社にあるのよりずっと立派ですね。
Oyashiro-sama. So this is the spirit protecting Hinamizawa. The one guarding the holy land of Hinamizawa from the impurities of the outside world, and the one delivering punishment after punishment upon those who attempted to sully the land with the dam construction.
想像してたよりたくさんの細具が収められているようね。でも残念。どれもあまり手入れがされていないわ。状態が悪いのが悔やまれるわね。
And in the dim light, I could see a whole lot of strange objects lining the walls, ceiling, and shelves. Takanda-san, speaking as if in a trance, was infatuated by the various implements filling the dark room. They weren't very festival-like or traditional, but instead, this was more like a workshop of a blacksmith or carpenter. There are lots of large wooden and metal tools packed in here. Putting it bluntly, it was all pretty boring stuff. I'd imagine there would be more artistic things in here from the Heian period. But these are a far cry from being cultural artifacts. My expression betrayed my dashed hopes, and they caught on right away.
あら、面白くないかしら？
俺は文系でも美術系でもあんまりこういうのを見てもよく価値がわからないです。
圭一君はよくわかってないみたいね。無理もないけれど。
Kana-san reached into a paper bag that she'd been holding the whole time and took out a worn scrapbook and began to flip through it.
じゃあ、圭一君のために昔話でも聞かせてあげようかしら。
Alright, that's a good place to stop, I think. We're at 50 minutes. I don't know how close we are to halfway, so this might throw off the episode stuff, but I don't want it to go on for very long, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly... Oh, you know what we forgot to do is we forgot to read tips. We have 4 tips that we still need to read, so maybe we do that after we end this episode. There's like a bunch of tips. We got 4 last time, and we're gonna get more after this, so we might have to dedicate a whole episode to tips. Alright, so Shion, when she entered the scene, it seemed like Mion said something that she didn't mean to say, and that kind of leads me to believe that Shion has control over Mion. However, just now, when we turned on the light, Shion looked very flustered about that light turn on, which means that she's still scared of the demons, but maybe she just has control over Mion and not anybody else, you know? And that's what makes Shion scary to Mion, because if you notice, whenever Shion shows up and Mion's there, she goes, "Ah, what are you doing here? Get away from me! Leave here!" And she couldn't stop me from listening in on Mion was very upset that I listened to the stories that they told me. Stuff like that. I wonder, and I said this before, but I wonder if in the previous timeline they did the same thing except without us, because I didn't know Shion. That's why I think that this game is going to be less... it's going to be less a continuous story, but more what would have happened, you know, per shit. And by experiencing the world in different ways, we figure out what is actually happening, you know? Because the first time we knew the detective man, but now we don't know the detective man, but we know Shion, and because we knew Shion, she took us here. So I'm guessing in the third one, maybe we die. My guess is that we die here, and that in the third episode, we do this whole thing again, but there's going to be a completely different timeline, and I'm going to meet someone else, or I'm going to get to know someone else better, and then we're going to continue off of that, and then eventually, with enough repetition, I'm going to be able to, get it, you know? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Also, subscribe if you have done so already. Lots of visual novel and roguelike-ish content on the channel. I plan to upload this in every other day. It's usually the upload schedule unless something happens. But I know I've been kind of slow with this series, so I apologize for taking 2 days sometimes to upload, but I plan on uploading every other day. I'll see you guys in the next episode, whatever that may be, and peace out, you guys.